The Cape Wrath Ultra is a 250-mile, 8-day race across the remote Scottish Highlands, from Fort William to Cape Wrath, the most northwesterly tip of Scotland. It takes place every May, every other year, and entrants come from all over the world to brave the Scottish bogs. I signed up to the 2018 race for 3 reasons. However, things didn't quite go to plan, either in training or in the race. Here's my story.
Oh, that feels good. I have got wet pants now. Off we go.
We're off on the Cape Wrath Ultra 2018. It's a nice road to start. I wanted to do this race for 3 reasons. 1, I wanted to see and run through the stunning remote mountainside of northwest Scotland within the safety, support system and camaraderie of a well-organised event. 2, I skipped a day of my last big race, the 6-day coastal challenge in Costa Rica 2015, because I got really bad blisters and swollen feet in the oppressive heat, and I knew Scotland would be much more like my climate. Started to rain now, we've done the main climb and we're just heading downhill. It's downhill all the way, the last 7k into Glenfinnan now. I'm just going to enjoy the beautiful rainy scenery. 3, I wanted to set myself a challenge to motivate me to keep running throughout the winter.
Just up to the corner and take a right.
Today was really good. Bodily, I feel okay, but I feel a bit gutted that I've had plantar fasciitis for 5 weeks and couldn't do any of my final training because today it was only 20 miles and I've done a lot of that previously and felt fine, but today's 20 miles I kind of felt a bit tired and we've got 7 more days. And also I've got a blister on my right little toe. This is day 2 start. Fancy a jog, everyone? This morning we're going to be running up Glenfinnan, following the river Finnan, surprisingly. And today has the most rivers. So I've decided, in a strategic manoeuvre, to not wear waterproof socks today on account of there is no point. And my blister feels great this morning. So I'm really happy. I just thought if the going gets tough, I can get my poles out and just walk. Just had our first navigational moment. Candy GPS watch has got this track on it. It's not really a day where you want to go a step further than necessary. It's just the most amazing day. I don't know how on earth I'm going to do tomorrow. I know. Today took me 12 hours, so it's easy. Incredible. Yeah. Day 2 is done. Day 3 is going to be hard, but we get a short rest day on day 4, which is 20 miles. So I can't think past day 4, but I can't think about more than that.
It's the morning on day 3 and I'm quite tired in my brain, and I'd say my mobility is now 75%.
Did you have many dropouts and stuff?
7 and 2 explorations.
Oh my goodness. Hypothermia was it?
1 hypothermia and 1 not hypothermia.
Okay, lovely. Thank you very much.
Feeling ready?
Just set off on day 3. I can't really think beyond day 4 still. This is a really long day, but the weather It's beautiful. But yeah, if I can do today, you know, there's no stopping me. That's what I think anyway. Ask me that on day 7. The road is the worst and the hardest bit. Checkpoint.
Where do I find you?
We're just heading up to the falls of Ulama. We are off the road. We are very tired, and yeah, it's just one step in front of the other. Nobody do any flipping. That is just incredible. Oh, my legs. Cutting it fine, but we are gonna do it. There's no way I'm letting this one go on day 3. Oh, finished! Oh my god, we finished! Oh my goodness! I don't even know what day it is.
This lady here, Julie, who I thought for a long time was called Julie because she was too polite to correct me, has totally pulled me through. Like up that last hill, I was properly dying. We have no idea how we're going to get up and go at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning and run some more for another 20 miles. Day 4, bring it on. Yeah. Yeah. Last night I was just like, this isn't very fun. Why am I doing this? I'm not like into suffering. But then I just said, no, don't think about that now. Just see what tomorrow brings. Everything just hurt, like my hips really hurt. I was woken up about 6, so that's 5 hours sleep. It's quite good. But as you can see from the bags under my eyes, I'm quite tired. The only thing keeping me going today is the fact that the sun is shining, the mountains are beautiful, and it's only 22 miles. So just thought, give it a go.
I really need this today. Yeah. I really need this.
By some miracle, we are running on day 4. My blisters really hurt. My little toes. I wish I could just chop them off. Just with every single step, toes really hurt. And you just think, why am I having an adventure like this? I would love to complete the entire route, but I'm not loving the idea of completing it just in pain every day. If I didn't have all these blisters, I think I'd feel alright. I'm just not really into suffering. We'll see how I feel at the end, but yeah, I'm thinking about quitting. Ow. This is a great way to have an adventure if you're really fit. I'm not fit enough, I'm not really fast enough to not make these really long days. And I think also I did a lot of running in my training, like 20-mile runs, 30-mile runs, and I'm not doing a whole lot of running here, to be honest. I'm doing a lot more hiking. Oh. It's kind of hard coming to terms with having to quit, but you sort of have to ask yourself what you want out of life, I suppose. Like, I could patch up my feet and have another day like this tomorrow, just grinding it out really slowly, coming in late, but being moaning and miserable. my challenge versus enjoyment balance has gone out of the window. Yeah, yesterday was very hard. I was very proud of myself for finishing that with Julie. I was really happy. I think for me the first 3 days have been an achievement in themselves, and this morning I was really good. I got up 6 a.m, packed, and just was like, right, I'm going to try this today. So I've come out here, I've given it my best shot, but the terrain is beating me. I'm nearly there. Don't want to eat any of my food. I just want to stop walking. Walk alive.
Coming down that last mountain, I was just like whimpering and wailing and like I was almost crying. And then at the end, Shane was there, the event director, and he's also a good friend of mine, and he just gave me a hug, and at that moment I just broke down and I literally sobbed on him. Sorry, Shane. And because it was so painful. It doesn't look like the most horrific photographs you see, but the pain is just, it just makes every footstep miserable. And I just thought to myself, I don't want to see Scotland this way. So I have massive respect for anyone who can do this race, but after 4 days I am signing out, and I'm happy with the decision. I'm gonna sit in the sun with the marshals and get an ice cream tomorrow. I'm gonna really enjoy cheering everybody on, and I just want to say thank you to Shane and Gary for putting on such a fantastic race. But it is a little bit too hard for me, I think. But you've got to try. You've got to test your limits, haven't you? Day 8 of the Cape Wrath Ultra. I'm back in the game for the last day. Right now, thank you very much. I need somebody with a human touch. Always on the run, gotta slow it down, baby, gotta have some fun. Woo! Nearly there. Bay. It's a finish!
It was an exceptional experience, completely off the charts in terms of what we have in South Africa. I've done a lot of 100-kilometer races, and this knocked spots off a lot of those. It was tough, very, very tough.
This is the first time I've ever been placed in anything, so I'm very, very happy and kind of humbled because of such an amazing group of people to be running with.
The Cape Wrath Ultra may not have gone to plan, but I'll remember that spectacular Scottish mountain scenery forever. And I'm really proud of running further than ever before in the 5 days that I did complete. I still love multi-day running adventures, exploring new places with new and old friends, but next time I'm going to halve the daily distance and ascent for a more enjoyable and doable challenge for me.